हेलो दोस्तों, आप लोगों का स्वागत है हमारे चैनल टेक्लॉर्स पे। तो आज हम लोग शुरू करते हैं एक नया टॉपिक, ट्रांसफर द केसेस फ्रॉम वन कोर्ट टू अनदर, ओरिजिनल जुरिडिक्शन ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट। तो आज हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे व्हाट इज द ट्रांसफर पिटीशन एंड व्हेन इट कैन बी फाइल्ड, नो द provision dealing with the transfer petition before the Supreme Court, each stage of proceeding in the transfer petition, what like क्या क्या stages होती हैं transfer petition, and requirement under CPC and CrPC of the Constitution of India. Okay, so Supreme Court, while exercising its original jurisdiction, can transfer cases under Article 139A of the Constitution, B Section 25 of the CPC, and number 3 Section 406 of the Criminal Procedure Code 1973 and Section 11 of the Terrorist Effect Areas Special Code Act 1984. So these are the three procedures which can we file the transfer petition before the Honorable Supreme Court. So under Article 139A, Clause 1, transfer of certain cases before the Supreme Court, read with Order 40 Supreme Court Rule 2030. So जब हम लोग बात करते हैं कि अंडर आर्टिकल 139A क्लोज 1 में ट्रांसफर करने की केस, सो क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है? वेयर केस इन्वॉल्विंग द, सो इसकी एक रिक्वायरमेंट है बेसिकली, where case involving the same or substantial question of law are pending before the Supreme Court or one or more High Court, or before two or more High Courts in satisfy on its own motion or on in application made by the Attorney General of India or by a party to any such cases that such questions are substantial question before the High Court or the High Court and dispose of all the cases itself. Okay, so provided that the Supreme Court may, after the determining the said question of law, return any case, so withdraw together with a copy of its judgment on such question to High Court from which the case has been withdrawn, and the High Court shall on receipt thereof proceed to dispose of the case in conformity with the such judgment. And the Supreme Court may, if it's expedient so to do or do for the end of the justice, transfer any case, appeal or other proceeding before to any other high court. So हम लोग बात करते हैं अब precondition of petition under article 139A clause 1. So जो precondition है, क्या condition होती है article 139A की application मूव करने से पहले? So first of all हम देखते हैं कि a petition under article will be only entertained where case involving the same or substantial the same question of law are pending before the Supreme Court or one or more High Court. The first thing is first, or before two or more High Courts. So अगर कोई substantial question of law है या फिर कोई क्वेश्चन ऑफ लॉ है, देन उसी सिनेरियो में आप लोग अंडर आर्टिकल 139A की पिटीशन मूव कर सकते हैं. Second, when does the Supreme Court withdraw case through itself, and if Supreme Court is satisfied on its own motion on the application made by the Attorney General of India, on an application made by a party to any such case that questions are substantial question of general importance. So अगर ये सब preconditions fulfill होती हैं, then we can file the case before the Honorable Supreme Court. Second, what is the procedure for petition under Article 139 clause 8 of the Constitution? So क्या procedure हम follow करेंगे जब हम Article 139A clause 1 की पिटीशन फाइल करेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के सामने? So order 14 lay down the procedure in case of application for the transfer under Article 139A clause 1 of the Constitution. So order 14 of the Supreme Court Rule 2013 में जो प्रोसीजर दिया हुआ है वो प्रोसीजर हम लोग फॉलो करेंगे व्हेन वी आर फाइलिंग द केस अंडर आर्टिकल 139(1)(a)(1). What should be the petition contain, और petition क्या क्या contain करेगी? Before Supreme Court or one or more High Court, or as the same case may be before two or more High Courts, the name and the address of the parties that is the petition contain, the question of law involved, and a statement that the substantially the same question of law are involved in all the cases. The statement should also state that such questions are substantial question of general importance. नाउ सेकंड हम लोग बात करते हैं पिटीशन अंडर आर्टिकल 139A क्लॉज 2 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड सेक्शन 25 ऑफ द CPC, okay, civil procedure code. So under article 139A clause 2 transfer to any another high court. The constitution gives the Supreme Court to power to hear the case petition under article 139A clause 2 of the constitution. We read with the order 41 of the Supreme Court rule. The Supreme Court may transfer any case, appeal or any proceeding pending before any high court or any other high court if it's deemed it's expended to do so for the end of the justice. Under section 25 of the CPC, power of the Supreme Court to transfer the suit, section 25 provide exclusive power to the Supreme Court to transfer the civil suits. A transfer under this section can be made from the High Court or other civil court in one stage to a High Court or other civil court in any other state. Consideration: court may order such transfer if it is satisfied that in order under this section is expended for end of the justice. Second, the petition can file in consonance this section of order 41 of the Supreme Court rules. So what should be petition contain? अब हम लोग बात करते हैं कि सिविल पिटीशन जो होती है, CPC की पिटीशन क्या क्या चीजें कंटेन करती है. All the relevant fact particular to the case, the name of the high court or other civil court in which case was pending, and the ground on which the transfer is sought, and what is the accompaniment or to the petitions. So the petition shall be supported by an affidavit annexure if any have to be filed with the petition. What is the procedure for the process for hearing? So process का hearing क्या होगा यहाँ पे? After filing the petition, it is posted before the court for the preliminary hearing and after order as to issue to the notice. So when does the court issue the notice? So इस question का answer है if in the preliminary hearing the court is satisfied that the prima facie case for granting the petition is made out, it's direct issue the notice to the parties in the case to be transferred. So what is the procedure after service of the notice? अब उसके बाद क्या होगा? After notice is served to the parties, concerned affidavit is opposition are to be filed in the registry not later than 1 week before the date of appointment for the hearing. And the affidavit reply is to be filed not later than 2 days preceding the day of the hearing of the petition. The copy of the affidavit is opposition and in reply have to be served on the opposite party or parties, and the affidavit will not be accepted in the registry unless they contain an endorsement of the services signed by such party or parties. The petition is then listed for final hearing before the Supreme Court. Petition under section 406 of the CrPC and section. So a petition can also be made under section 406 Criminal Procedure Code, read with order 39 of the rules seeking transfer of any particular case or appeal. What is the procedure set up for the criminal proceeding? So order 39 deal with the application for transfer of criminal proceeding under section 406 of the CrPC. What should be petition contain? All the relevant fact particular to the case, the relief sought for, and the ground. These things are inside the petition. And now we can see the overview, is the recap of the whole video. The Supreme Court transfer case while exercising its original jurisdiction. The Supreme Court can transfer case under Article 139A of the Constitution, Section 25 of the CPC and Section 406 of the CrPC. The Supreme Court can transfer cases from one or more high court to itself, any case from any high court to any other high court, from high court to other civil case, from any high court to any other high court or civil court in any other state, from the criminal court subordinate to one high court to another criminal court of equal or superior jurisdiction, subordinate to another high court, from the one special court to another. So this is all about the original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court for the transfer of the petition. So if you like the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe the channel. So thank you for watching the videos.